Subban of the Belleville Bulls, leading the OHL in goals against average and save percentage. Impressive in his last couple starts. Malcolm, first off, I know you've been asked about it many times. You didn't start playing goal till I guess you were about 12. So why did it sort of take a while to come around to you playing goal? I mean, I guess there's your dad sort of you had to convince him to let you go in net.
Convincing him to let me play and just staying focused and passionate and not giving up on my dream. You know, my dream is to be a goaltender in the NHL, and I just begged him to play, and he supported me, and I respect him for that. So here I am now.
Yeah, I mean, and how long do you think it took you to, become comfortable in the net? Or, I mean, it's a lot of work to start that when you start that late.
Yeah, I think it was not until I was really bad until my first season, because I went straight to AAA, and I was really bad until the second half of the year. I started playing a lot better. That's when I started getting more comfortable in net, and then I just took off from there.
Yeah. Whom do you, outside of your parents and your older brother and sisters, Jordyn, who's had the most impact on you in the sport?
In the sport, I'd say in terms of idolizing or in terms of helping?
In terms of helping, yeah.
Helping, well, I guess you could say my goalie coaches. My coaches, Jamie Fawcett, who gave me a chance to play my first year on the Nats. He gave me a spot on the team, and I thank him for that. I don't know where I'd be right now without him playing double A or something maybe, but him and my goalie coaches, Prio Greco, John Elkin, I was with at the start, and then I went to Prio Greco, and Sebastian, my goalie coach in Belleville. They've all helped me a lot in getting my game better, and I couldn't be here without them.
Yeah, and what goaltenders in the NHL do you really watch closely and try to study to pick up tips or pick up pointers that you can to help to improve your game?
Well, I try to watch as much goaltenders as I can, and they're in the NHL for a reason. They all have pros and cons. So I try to look at the good things they do and try to put it into my game. And the three main goalies that I look at are Fleury, Bobrovsky, and Lundqvist. Those are my three favorite goalies, and I watch them and try to try to not make the same mistakes they do, and try to take the good things that they do. I'm sure they have a lot, and some of them are pretty challenging. But I try to take the good things that they do and put it into my game.
Yeah, and who are the maybe the 2 or 3 toughest forwards for you in the OHL? Like guys, like the guy comes down, with the puck, and you're just thinking, I don't know what this guy's going to be doing. I haven't been able to figure him out yet. He's never the same way twice, that kind of thing.
To be honest, it's harder playing against friends because they know your weaknesses and you know where they're going to shoot. So, but in terms of the hardest overall, I'd say Toffoli. I play him a lot, and we play them 8 times, and he's such a shifty forward, and you never know if he's going to pass it or shoot it, and he's a guy that he looks for an open spot. He doesn't just come down and shoot it in the same spot. Usually you can have a book on shooters and say, oh, they always like to shoot high glove, they always like to shoot high blocker, vice versa, whatever. But he just looks for an open spot and takes it. So you can't guess on him, and you just got to read his shot. And I think he's the hardest player to stop.
Yeah, okay. And just trying to think, I always have my little stock list of questions in my head. How much fun has it been to play with Jordyn so far this year?
It's been a lot of fun. He's developing quick, and he's learning, and it's a developmental year for him. So he's obviously going to make mistakes, but it's been really fun. Just kind of awkward at the start having your brother on the team, but he's doing really well right now, and I thank him.
Yeah, and a lot of people were saying, hey, you should have been maybe there at Team Canada. I mean, now fate had it, he ended up getting an injury during that time, which just kind of gives a bit of bitter irony maybe. But what were your thoughts on that? Like, I mean, obviously Mark Visentin and Scott Wedgwood are 2 pretty good goaltenders, and the way they've played since they've come back have shown how good they are. But what are your thoughts on that, and maybe on getting a shot at it next season?
Yeah, it wasn't my turn yet. I know they had great. They picked them for a reason. They're there to pick the best goaltenders, so they picked them for a reason. They're both really great goaltenders, both drafted to the NHL, so I'm pretty high, both of them. So next year is going to be my year. Hopefully that I have a good shot of making it, I think. But at the same time, I still got to work hard, and there's great goaltenders coming up as well. I know that I have a late birthday, so it kind of helps me a bit. But there's great goaltenders coming up, and I just got to keep focusing on my game and continue what I did in November, and hopefully bring it into next season. And hopefully get a shot.
Yeah. We always like to ask some fun questions. What would be the most embarrassing song that you listen to, like on your iPod or queue up on YouTube or something?
I don't know. It's opinion, I guess. Some people would say it's soft, and some people say it's not. But I have a lot of Justin Bieber on my iPod. Yeah.
Hey, he's a good Canadian boy.
Exactly.
He's done pretty well for himself. You got to respect that. And I know they always ask this question when people go for interviews, before the draft. There's that one question. I'm sure you've heard about it. They always ask, an army's invaded your city, and you can get everyone in your family out of there except one person. So which of your family do you think would have to stay behind, or you figured out what's the answer they're looking for?
I would say if I had to leave one person behind, I'd say it'd be hard, but I'd say probably my Jordyn because he's the most ruthless and relentless out of all of us. He'd be able to survive the best out of anyone. So if I had to leave someone behind, it'd probably be him.
Yeah, being the youngest of 5 and all, right? He's had to deal with all.